cold one today. Got some nice big farm fields here. Haven't been out here for more than 10 minutes. Ethan's on some flatness.
Got something on it.
That looks like a big old dandy button. Oh yeah.
A little print on it.
Yep, nice patterned dandy button.
There it goes.
Yeah, I didn't need that. That's a great sign. It's supposed to be old colonial fields out here. Let's do it. This is a funny one. I got a nice 20 signal right there underneath some corn stalks, so I kicked it over this way. Look at that. That's a big old muskety ball. Right on the surface too. And look at that thing. Cool. Alright, we're doing pretty damn good for the last 15 minutes of being out here. Ooh, looks like I got an old buckle. D for me. There you go. Nice. We've gotten some Wheaties and pennies, modern pennies, since that dandy button. So, pretty much hitting all the centuries here. This looks like 1800s to me. Hopefully we stay in the old. Well, things have been pretty dry lately, but looks like
a good date on that.
Ethan just pulled out an Indian. Yeah, 1868. That's a nice old one. Very nice. You said like right next to a pull tab?
Yeah.
Like 10 inches down?
Yeah.
Classic.
Shabby.
Well, we'll keep trying it. Everything good that we found has been right in here, and we were over there and around here and up there and so give it another shot before we head out. Well, here's an oldie. That guy was hitting perfect. It was like 28 to 30. Definitely an old style of D-buckle. Pretty much what you'd expect to find out in a farm field. Oh, finally. We've been walking so much for the last, 25 minutes, just absolute nothing but junk, and then you get one signal. It's right on the top, and it's silver. There she is. I bet that's some work. Yes. Absolutely. Still silver. What kind of date we got? Focus, please. Is it 40, 41? Something like that. I'm gonna rub it. I don't care. It's a 41. Not too bad. 43. 1943. Nice. Never sad to see a Merc. Especially on a day like today. So much walking. This guy was hitting a 19 to 20. Perfect. Not very far down. I haven't cleaned it off yet, but that looks like a big old colonial musket ball to me. Oh yeah. Most certainly. That's some history. Ah, it's huge. That's what I like to see. Old stuff. Oh man. Finally got the old stuff. This little flat button. Sorry. Totally out of frame. Yep. Just a little old flat button. But I like it. New field and a copper already.
5 minutes in.
Yeah. Nice. It looks pretty wiped out, but
Yeah.
that's an old copper for sure.
Let's see if I can get anything off of it.
Yeah. Take it off screen. We'll come back if we can get any sort of ID, but that's an old copper for sure. Yes. I love fields with stuff in them.
Right?
Yeah, pretty quiet field here, but we're picking up signals in between the trash and the bullets. Ethan's got a tiny little button here. It's kind of a cool one. It's got a little pattern on the front. Definitely looks old. Very old. Good stuff.
Nice.
Put that next to your copper.
That's right. All in the same pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on a hot spot here.
No.
Not a button?
It certainly looks like it at first.
What, a shotgun shell or something?
Yeah, it's just the very butt end of it.
Yeah, I've been finding a few of those too. But if you look at it from 15 feet away, it looks exactly like a button. Now this does not look like a shotgun shell. Maybe a little foreign coin? Oh yeah. Denmark 25 ore. Okay. It's a new one. What year? 1953. Right? Yeah. 1953. Denmark 25 ore. Interesting. That's definitely a first for me. Yes, sir. Some more old stuff. Keep finding so many paper shot shells that just look like, you know, coins and buttons. I never know what to think, but I'm pretty sure we got a little, looks like a spun back Tomback button to me. Yeah, I'd say so. Nice. Good signs. Well, as you can see, we've gotten some snow recently. It's freezing out today. And we definitely did some good work in those other fields, but I think they're probably frozen shut right now. So I'm back to the woods, like always. But I did just get a nice 1819 signal, and I'm seeing something very nice that just popped out. That looks to me like a really old spectacle buckle. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, knee buckle or spectacle buckle, I'm not really sure, but that is looking like some 1700 stuff to me. Oh, I'm happy about that. I've tried this spot before, and I found some buttons and stuff, but I did not try all of these farm fields back here, so shows that there's still stuff out here. All right, good start to the day. Well, in between the beer cans along this road, hearing a couple of signals now and then. This one rang up like a 15 or a 16. Oh, I feel the shank already. Yep, little old flat button. Man, it's all caked up. I don't think there's anything on it. Tough to say. Cool. Relics. A little bit twitchy, but that is the best signal I have heard all day. Ah, surrounded by roots. Where'd you go? Right down where it should be, I guess. Huh. Ox knob. I thought that was going to be a paper shot shell for a minute. Tiny little ox knob, but more of that colonial stuff. Damn, really thought that was going to be a coin. Cool find though. Ah, the soothing sounds of nature. There's nothing like it. Got a lot of farm field to search today. Pretty excited to get into it. This is definitely some old territory, early 1700s. Gonna be going through a lot of duck poop today. Yay. Well, here's a find that I would have never expected. And I don't know if I'll ever find again. It's a compass ball. Hitting dead 21. Yeah, it looks like it kind of still works. Kinda. Woo! This was a low ringer. It sounded exactly like a modern penny. Feels good because I have been walking for like, I don't know, 2 miles now, just barely finding anything. And I don't know what it is yet, but it is big, old, green, and round. Yes. Ah, you're seeing it for the first time as well as me, but I think that I'm seeing a little hair tie over there. It looks like bust side. What do we got? Oh yeah, this is going to be nice. Is that a cartwheel penny or something? No, it's just like a regular KG or something. Yeah, it's going to clean up all right. Really well preserved in this ground, honestly. And what am I seeing here? Oh, wait a minute. I think that this is a King William III penny, which would put it 1694 to 1702, if that's what it is. Ooh. Wow, that's a nice condition on that side too. Yes! Got that old stuff! I've found one of these before. If it is what I think it is, then I've found one before. And it is old. My other one is 1700 on the dot. So, this is exciting. I gotta clean this up. I'll bring it back. Woo! This seems to be exactly what I thought that it was, which is a King William III halfpenny from 1694 to 1702. And yeah, that's pretty great condition for being, you know, over 300 years old. Wow, that's awesome. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get a date off of it. Where was it? I am seeing a bit of the Britannia on there. There we go. That's Britannia facing up. So the date would be down there, which clearly is not happening. That's a cool find though. Woo! That is an old coin. Sweet. Well, I've moved about 15 feet from where I found that halfpenny. Sorry for the lighting. I figured I'd try this one live just because of what I just found right over there. It's kind of twitchy, but I've seen coppers do that quite a bit. Right where it said it would be. Don't be a modern quarter. Nope. That's gonna be another copper for sure. Ah, look at that. Beauty. I'm not seeing anything on this thing yet. Oh, there's a little something going on. Is that another one? I think that's another one of the same type. I think that's another William III. Sorry for the focus. Yep, there's the hair tie. Man, this one looks like it was never even in the ground. Good deal. Clean that off, bring it back. I better get some video of this before it dries out completely. I don't even need any water on it. Just wipe that dirt right off. Second King William III halfpenny. That's amazing. 2 320-year-old coins today. That's not a bad day to me. Pretty wiped out, but definitely identifiable. That's awesome. Now look at that. Twins, Basil. Those are looking pretty good for 320 years in the ground. That's amazing. There's one right over there, and one like right over there. This makes 3 of these coins that I've ever found in my life so far. That's amazing they are all right here. Oh my god, if I could find some silver from that era with a date on it, I would flip out. Let's get on with it. Plenty more field to search. Well, as you can imagine, I am hounding this spot where those 2 coins came out of, and I'm still well within the range of it. This one sounds just about the same as those coins sounded, so maybe we got another on our hands. Whatever it is out. Oh, that's not a coin. What is it though? It's like a key of some sort. Oh yeah. Is that like an old winder key for a grandfather clock, maybe? Sometimes they would have those old gas keys. This looks older than that though. This definitely looks like this could be as old as those coins or thereabouts. Yeah, I'd say like an old winder for a grandfather clock, something like that. Interesting. Could have been in the guy's pocket with those William III's. Cool. Well, I've been through quite a few junk targets recently, but definitely don't want to miss anything out here now that I know what's out here. That's a nice old button. Still got the shank. Cool. It's hitting like a perfect 19 on the Equinox. Let's keep it in that date range. Well, this signal started out sounding pretty irony and weird. But it's pretty perfect now that I cleaned out the hole a little bit. Let's see what we got. Small cent. I bet it's going to be a weedy. A memorial. Oh boy. Here's kind of a cool find. I don't get that often for some reason. See if I can clean it off a little bit. This was hitting a perfect 17 on the Equinox. It's got some pattern work going on too. And I believe that is a reins guide or a saddle strap guide of some sort, probably from the same time period as those King William III's. Definitely very old. Come on, stay up there. There you go. Yeah, some fanciness going on in there. Cool. Still looking for that colonial silver coin, but this keeps me kind of happy. And it looks like we may have a button on our hands. Hitting 14 to 15. Let's see the back of this thing, see if it looks shanky. Certainly has the look of a button. Let me clean that up a little bit. Maybe there's even a little bit of pattern on it, maybe. Oh yeah, I see some wash. What looks like a pattern coming through. I'm going to give that a little clean off and bring it back. That could be really cool. Well, it definitely was a fancy little button. Little silver wash going on and some kind of pattern. Almost looks like a snowflake or something. Some of that kind of argile-y patterning around it. I don't know. You can barely just see where a shank would have gone. Cool. And that is it for another hunt. We are back at home wrapping it up, and I've got so much great stuff here, I can't even fit it on my little coaster. So let's start in the back. Got a nice ox knob. I always like finding these. Definitely 1700s kind of relic, so that's always cool. Musket balls. Got some serious musket balls going on here. These look like 49 caliber to me, which means that they are quite old. Definitely fits in with the colonial narrative of the places I was hunting. And we've got our little tiny saddle strap guide or reins guide, one or the other. It's got some pattern on it, which is cool. Quite heavy construction. Buckles, got the D buckle and smaller D buckle. And this is actually kind of a rare find for me, and I do love finding these. This is an old spectacle buckle. Got a little crack going to it, but kind of rare to see them come up intact, you know. After so many years of being in the ground, an open worked thing like this just sometimes get absolutely destroyed, which, you know, there's that crack. But I do love that. That is a very cool find for me. And this thing, I was trying to find a match online and I failed to. It is seems very hand worked to me. The closest that I can imagine is a grandfather clock winding key. You can see, like, it's kind of rough, you know, like look at these filing marks kind of everywhere inside of the handle on the key ring. Looks very hand wrought and found right alongside of those King Williams, suggesting this is way early 1700s, whatever it is. So if you guys have any knowledge about this sort of stuff or know what this is, please let me know in the comments because I would love to know. But for now, I'm going with grandfather clock winding key. And moving up front, we got buttons for days. Some of these definitely have some serious age to them. Nice old flatty. This one was also found right with those King Williams. Could have been later, but looks pretty old to me. This one as well was, and I do believe that this is as old as, you know, I don't know, at least early 1700s. It's got a very interesting little pattern on it. If I can get close enough to focus, a little bit of silver wash still. Almost looks like a little flower in the middle with this interesting crisscrossy kind of striped pattern. Pretty cool. This must have been a nice flat button in those days. This was like your Sunday best. That's cool. Moving up to the coin section, we've got a 25 ore from Denmark from 1953. Definitely the last thing that I expected to find there, and a first for me. So not very old, but kind of cool. Moving up, we got a 1943 Merc. No mint. But who can get mad at a Merc? Always happy to see that little piece of silver come up. Way in the front, we've got these two brothers. Twin King William III halfpennies. Now, I have tried and tried to find a date on these things. Start with this one, but I am getting nothing. You can see a bit of Britannia up here. There's the staff. Lettering is completely gone. And you can almost make out the line down here that the date would have been under. But nothing. But who can be mad? That's a very cool old coin. Really good condition for being in the ground for however long it was. I mean, minted, you know, at least 320 years ago. And probably dropped, you know, I don't know, the either, you know, a year or maybe 30, 40 years afterward. I don't know, you know, it's tough to tell, but there's kind of a range, you know, that you'd imagine that they'd be carrying these things around before they got washed out and replaced by other coinage. This is Britannia side. Yeah, this one actually has some nice detail on the bust. The obverse, rather. Gavilimus, as it says. And you can see quite a bit of Britannia there. The arm. But you just can't see the date. It's a bummer. I feel like I can see the line down here where the date would have been, but that's about it. Yeah, you can just barely make it out way at the bottom. Looks like the date would have probably been cut off anyway, so. Beautiful old coins, though. I am ecstatic that I've found a couple more of these. This makes 3 that I've found so far. Very happy about that. Well, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Go out and dig cool stuff up.